all is fair in love and war. Baby, Akira, girl, you didn't want. So yes, it is fresh off the press, y'all. It looks like Akira has won the case against Big Bag Bernay. Bernay. Baby, when they say the term, you gonna have to pay what you weigh. They was talking about Bernay. So y'all know today was the last day of the hearing between Bernay and Akira. And of course, Akira came out on top, y'all. She ended up getting $1.5 million for alienation of affection. Also, the judge or the jury awarded her extra $250,000 for criminal correction. Baby, when I say, and then this one right here, and the mama came outside the courthouse talking shit, talking about they said they wasn't going to pay Akira. That's what they had said, friend. But baby, congratulations to Akira. This has been a long time coming. She has not spoken out, and she still ain't said she wanted to say nothing either at the press conference. But y'all, you know, it ain't quite over yet. Devin, is gonna be suing Tim in January. So baby, we finna have to do this all over again. And word on the curb is Devin got the same lawyer as Akira, baby. Locked and sealed, baby. They both finna be over there looking like two broke back mountains. Do you hear me? Baby, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. But baby, the verdict is in. Akira, baby, congratulations, girl. Spend your money wisely, friend.
Any other way, like from the pictures and the videos that they showed them going on cruises and everything, there was love and affection in that marriage, and Bernay is trying her best to say that it was not. Okay, we go to the next page. I told you I got about 30 pages. Okay, so then when Tim was at college, at that Barton College in Wilson, Akira said that when she was living in Durham at her mama house, Tim would come almost every weekend to come sleep with her, to come have sex with her. So there was still very much love and affection in this marriage, y'all. I don't know what this girl is talking about. Let me see. Akira also said that about 3 to 4 weeks into their relationship in 2018, Tim was talking about marriage. He was talking about marrying her. He wanted that girl. It was not the other way around. Akira said that at first she didn't show any like real interest and stuff or whatever. Tim was the one that was chasing her. It was Tim. Okay. And then she stated again, she said, I opened my doors to Bernay because of what she claimed from Devin of being ABU-SIVE, which was a lie. She said, I did not open my husband's legs to you. Those were her words. She said, I did not open my husband's legs to you. I opened my doors. Y'all, I don't know how to turn comments off. I'm trying. Hold on. I got to go to somebody that know how to turn these off. Oh. Give me time.
$5. So when asked about the social media account, she reminded the jury that Bernay said which one. Just like that. I'm talking about when I say she was like this, which one? She said which one? She said remind you that she have 2.9 over here, this many over here, with in total about over 3 million to 4 million people who have saw this level of humiliation and embarrassment for my client. She said she told the jury to think about when they deliberate how much Tim is really worth, because that's what she made a Snapchat saying, that he was worth all of this. She pointed out how Bernay was not concerned about Akira. She was not concerned about the child that they have conceived. She really pointed out that Tim claims to have a co-parent relationship, but he was still in the marital home, being intimate with his partner, and they don't look like somebody who is co-parenting. She talked about Bernay being intoxicated and that it does not excuse. So it's basically like a recap of everything that they have heard throughout the court hearing last week and the rest of what they heard on this morning, just pointing out the facts. So Robin went twice. Robin went first, Bernay went second, then Robin came back. She didn't have to, but she chose to use her time wisely. She pointed out who was the credible witness in Akira's case. Brittany Cheryl, the therapist, Miss Senor, which is Akira's mom, Big Cheryl, which is her grandmother. She said, what kind of person would sleep with your husband and not answer you if you're asking them if you and Tim a thing? She said, well, I will tell you who that type of person is. The defendant, talking about Bernay. She used how Tim was planning a birthday party on July the 25th, 2023 to show that there was something there between him and Akira, because who plans stuff and there's nothing there. She also pointed out how Akira's mom brought to her attention someone on social media talking about Bernay, how Akira's mom brought to Bernay's attention that someone on social media was talking about her and Tim being a thing, and how Bernay had brushed it off like it wasn't nothing to worry about. She used Devin's testimony on how Bernay chose to be with Tim and sleep in the room with Tim versus being with him, and how focused Bernay was on tearing Akira's relationship apart instead of working on her marriage. And she said, if you a good friend, because Tim stated in the testimony last week that he would go to Bernay and talk to Bernay about things. And she was saying, well, if Bernay was such a good friend, when Tim came to her and confided in her about things that was going on, why she didn't take that opportunity to talk to Akira and talk to Tim and help them do what they needed to do to work to help their marriage.
We went back to court. I'm starting all the way over. Bernay left her proof.
Bernay did show her PowerPoint. Bernay showed her PowerPoint, and I'm finna tell y'all exactly what it did. I'm finna tell y'all what her PowerPoint was. A bunch of trash. This was her PowerPoint. It had on there on 12/23 on December 2023, Tim moved into the living room. Literally, like this is how her PowerPoint was written. For those who are just not coming in, please donate to Akira's GoFundMe. I only need $5 from each and every one of y'all. This is for her attorney fees. The attorney fees is separate from the lawsuit. It's separate. It's in my bio. Please, you guys. Some of you all gave last night. It's separate and apart. So we don't know if she's gonna win or if she's gonna lose. But the lawsuit, that if they award her with anything, is totally different. Okay. So I just want to interject that there. Please, you guys. Just $5. That's all I need you all to do. Donate. Go to my bio on my TikTok page, and it's there. We're giving you all this stuff. Y'all feel me? Okay. So this is Bernay's slideshow. She said December 2023, Tim moved into the living room. On January the 6th of 2024, they had conversation about separation. On January the 16th of 2024, the conversation was about divorce. What's loud, you guys? I can hear you fine? Okay. And on January the 21st through 2028, consent conversation about the video, meaning that she admitted that there was her in that video. She had that. Robin pointed out that the language in the video was present. This ain't no conversation about 2014, because Bernay clearly says in the video that I'm so happy to be with you, back with you again. Now that's what done really got her. The fact she kept saying how he makes her feel, and she said, why is another woman husband making you feel this way? Bernay pointed out in February the 6th and March the 5th, she had a conversation with Akira, although there's no evidence. And she stated, you said Barbie too loud?
Okay, girl, go to somebody else live then if I'm too loud.
You can't focus?
Because I'm not even loud.
She not. No, I'm not moving around. We can hear you perfectly. We can hear you fine. Okay. Okay.
So then Robin was like,
no, I'm not. I ain't being messy. I just said I'm not moving.
you had to answer the question that was about my client, right?
It's loud in here. We're in a restaurant, and then me and Barbie, y'all stop before we turn off the comments. She said she talking about some so she tried to prove she put up points to try to prove that there has to be a burden of proof to show that that she was the person who messed up, that she wasn't the one who messed up the marriage. She said the burden of proof has to show that there was genuine love in marriage, and she said it wasn't financial instability through the marriage, and that and that the separated the marriage, and the lack of genuine love and instability was the cause of their marriage. She said Tim acted on his free will. She can't be the reason, but is being blamed as the reason. She said the love was gone between Akira's and Tim's marriage way before. She kept saying that he had multiple infidelities, and that he had multiple infidelities, and that there was no love. She said she also used his testimony. She said that the videos were embarrassing and they were inappropriate. She also said that video was not embarrassing for Akira, but they were more embarrassing for her. This girl got up on the stood up there, and she said that the motive for this lawsuit was resentment, that Akira had resentment, that it was a financial gain, that Akira, it was harassment from Akira, humiliation from Akira, retaliation from Akira. Said Akira never had a problem with the kids until she took her position. I said, listen, the judge had already told us that he didn't want us to be, baby, he couldn't say nothing himself. The jury, the lady was like this. That girl said Akira never had a problem with her being around the kids until her position was taken. Did y'all hear me? That y'all make sure y'all screen that info, okay? She said Akira, she looked at the juror leaning from one side to the left to one side to the right, and said that Akira never had a problem with her being around the children until her position was taken. Y'all, when I said, we was like, oh, and when she realized what she said, she was, that's how, she knew she effed up. She knew she knew she messed up. She knew she messed up. She knew she messed up.
Okay, so tell mama was the one that told it.
Bernay knew she messed up. When I tell y'all tonight I'm going to dissect this case, baby, Robin, when I tell y'all, Robin, she kept telling the juror that this case is not about tears and sympathy, but about evidence. Robin got up and said, as you heard the defendant say, that this case was about evidence, and my client has evidence on top of evidence on top of evidence on top of evidence to prove this case. And she said it is up to you guys. She said Bernay said on her Snapchat that he was worth all of this. She said now it's y'all time to tell me how much Tim really worth. Y'all finna eat my food because I only got a few minutes. Go over to, no, we have not had a verdict.
Akira also stated that Bernay changed her whole entire aesthetic to be like her. Akira was like, she was wearing long nails, but now she only wears French tips, and she does this, and she does that, and blah, blah, blah. So then Akira was like, Tim actually knew the type of Kia that Akira wanted, Tim had already knew that Akira wanted a 7-seater, white, the trimming and everything. Why, y'all? Tim told Bernay to go and get that same exact car just to piss Akira off. Just to piss Akira off. Lord have mercy. He told Bernay the type of car Akira had already said that she wanted, and Bernay went to go buy it. Okay, so Bernay did her cross-examination, and she asked Akira, she said, do you have matching tattoos with your current boyfriend? Mind y'all, Jody is here. He's been supporting Akira. So he laughing. So they basically sound like that's irrelevant and, next question. So then Akira stood up and she was like, well, what does he have to do with anything? You must want him too. Lord have mercy. Cause Bernay, for real, you always worried about somebody else's man. Yeah. You always worried about somebody else's man. So Akira said, what you worried about him for? You must want him too. She didn't have nothing to say. So come to find out, Bernay never knew what amended means. She never knew that amended means that you're revising, that you're adding on, etc. like that. So baby, Akira was eating her up. So then Akira stated that the whole entire Kennard family, like the entire Kennard family, received cease and desist to stop posting her children, stop speaking negatively on her. Lakeisha Jones got a cease and desist. Kayla Kennard, Corinne Kennard. Akira said everybody except the brother, Byron Kennard, received a letter because they always have something to say instead of minding their own damn business. Then guess what, y'all? Come to find out, Tim mama texted Akira and said she don't even like Bernay for real. Tim's mom texted Akira that she don't even like Bernay for real. So then they started, going back and forth. So Akira stated, well, since you wanted since you wanted everything to be posted and you wanted to post everything and you wanted to expose everything, here we are. So enjoy your show. So then the judge asked the jury to step out because, it was getting a little heated in the courtroom. He asked them to step out. So, they came back in or whatever the case may be. So here go Bernay, non-dressing ass. So she was like, she asked Akira, so did we have a combo? Did you not recall a combo that we had when you was telling me that I can go be with Tim? Mind y'all, it was never like a serious combo saying like, oh yeah, I'm happy for y'all, you can go be with Tim. It was basically stating like, okay, Bernay, she already seen that Bernay and it was cheating. So she was telling Bernay like, okay, well, since that's what you want to do and you want to go be a hoe, go be a hoe. It was conversations like that. So then Akira was like, I would never allow another party to come inside my marriage. That's against my loyalty policy. So then Bernay was like, I have no further questions, Your Honor. Bitch, I bet you don't. So then the judge had gave the jury all the evidence. So we went on recess. Okay, so Tim head was still down by the time we came in. And then they started with the closing argument. Well, they set the schedule for the closing arguments. Robin will start first and she will also be second. And then Bernay will be in the middle. So Bernay started with a PowerPoint basically stating that, y'all, Bernay PowerPoint, her closing argument only took about 3 minutes. All she had to say, our Bernay closing statement was a PowerPoint that Akira and Tim had already been having issues like infidelity in their marriage. And she just kept repeating the same things when I say over and over and over and over. All she could say was that Tim already cheated before and da-da-da-da-da. So y'all, Robin said, so basically, she was like, basically, Kennard, you married somebody that you stated, not him, but that you stated has had infidelity many a times. And that's the man you choose to marry? Oh, okay. Y'all, Robin was eating her up.